Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to episode 19 of season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, before we get started today, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for y'all continuous support. It really means a lot to me because we're creeping up on the end of the first quarter of season 5, and we've made a lot of progress thus far. And this progress is due to the fact that y'all continue to show love to the campaign via social media. And it really means a lot to me because, as I say every episode, the campaign is growing, the reach is expanding, and the community is being built. And it's all due to y'all showing the love that y'all show. So again, thank you again for spending some time with your boy 3 days a week as we continue to push forward through the season. If you're new to the campaign, I would highly recommend that you follow the campaign via social media at the Roll Up Podcast. Be sure to tap into the SauceBradyExperience.com. That's the official hub of the Roll Up Podcast. Almost 20 episodes in, so we got 61 episodes left in the season. So make sure y'all stay up to date with what's going on at the SauceBradyExperience.com. Also, be sure to check out the Sauce Factory. The Season 5 merch collection is available right now. Make sure you use code TRUEPOD at checkout. That's TRUPOD to get 30% off of your order. I also have 2 books for sale right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. One is titled Here's the Truth. The other is titled You Deserve Better. Again, both are really great reads. So if you're on day 1 or day 421, each of those books will be a beacon of positivity to help shine light as you are on your journey. And I also will be starting a new campaign soon titled Gaming with Sauce, where I'll live stream some of my favorite video games and we can do a Q&A so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that as well. So one of the themes that's been consistent throughout the previous 19 episodes is taking action towards your goals. It's going to be a reoccurring message because the distance between where we are and where we want to be is the action that we need in between. As always, y'all know I got to start the episode off with a quote. And today's quote is by the legend Zig Ziglar. And it reads, "A goal properly set is halfway reached." When it comes to creating the life we want to live, there are literally millions of outcomes to choose from. The confusion comes in when we try to do too many things, majority of the time that we are unsure of at once. But the moment we decide that, all right, boom, this is the route I want to take, you've done half of the hard part. The second part that really cements our words and separates them between just talking about it and just doing it is the work that we put in between. Because contrary to popular belief, the work is unavoidable. Yeah, you can go viral today and gain 1 million followers. But what will you do when that steam dies down and it's time to get back to the drawing board? A lot of people bank on that instant success, but majority of them don't last longer than a few months. The real victory is building yourself up in such a manner that longevity is where you thrive. When you play the long game, you have a concrete grasp that it may take a little longer, but as the saying goes, what comes easy won't last, but what lasts won't come easy. Again, the trick of it all is to have patience. You can't rush your success. You can't get thrown off when your plans take a little longer to pan out. You have to run the course. You can't get discouraged when things don't go your way. You have to remain diligent and relentless in your efforts to see your vision come to pass. If it was as simple as writing a goal and poof, change happened overnight, it would literally be a Christmas miracle. But the fact that you have to be willing to put your head down and visualize the end goal while you see there's no end in sight, most people aren't willing to take that step. But luckily for you, you've accepted the challenge. The going may be tough, but regardless of what life throws at you, you continue to take steps in a positive direction. 3 ways to take action towards your goals is commitment, persistence, and drumroll please, you guessed it, gratitude. There are many ways to take steps towards your goals, but the 3 that I highlighted are the steps that I take every single day. Without these attributes, the chances of you reaching your goals are damn near slim to none. So let's go ahead and dive a little deeper into this topic. By definition, to show commitment means the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, or an engagement or obligation that restricts freedom of action. No matter what area of life that you're trying to change, you got to be locked in and 100% committed to the cause. If you aren't fully committed to the cause, then you got to wonder if it is as important as you say it is. When it comes to chasing our goals, it is mandatory that we hold ourselves accountable towards reaching our goals. Without accountability, we give room for procrastination and making mundane tasks a priority over what's really important. Because one of the highest forms of self-love is to show commitment to your goals. When you take your goals just as serious, maybe even more serious than anything else, you're not only proving to the universe that you're willing to do the work, you're also proving to yourself that you are dedicated to the mission. As we touched on in the last season, persistence is the hammer that drives the nail to success. All persistence is a firm or obstinate continuance in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Facing adversities is a part of the game. If you never face adversities, you never have a chance to prove yourself that you are who you are who you say you are. There have been times where my back was against the wall, my feelings were hurt, and you could 1000% start a forest fire with the lint in my pocket. But regardless of what I've been through, regardless of how I felt, sometimes even borderline sleep deprivation, I kept it moving. Your adversities may be a little different than mine, but the message is all the same. You got to keep your feet moving upstream to get to where you need to be. Lastly, one of my favorite words, you got to operate in a state of gratitude. There's a quote somewhere that says, you pray for the times that you're living in now. It may have happened a little different than you expected, but you are living in one of your unanswered prayers. In one of your answered prayers. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, who hurt you, who wasn't there for you like you were for them, see it through the lens of gratitude. Without those situations, you wouldn't have the mindset that you have towards accomplishing your dreams. Sometimes all it takes is a little gratitude to see that it was all a part of the plan. Once you see that it was a part of the plan, you can continue to lay down the foundation for your goals. When you express gratitude for the situations that made you who you are today, you are able to have a reference point. Meaning, you may not be where you want to be, but you are far from who you once were. We all have a past, some uglier than others, but the truth of the matter is that situation didn't break you. You're still here, you're still fighting, and as long as you have breath in your body, you have all that you need to get to where you want to be. Like I mentioned a few episodes ago, if you see with your physical eyes, if you're not careful, you'll be deceived into thinking your goals are farther than they are. But when you learn to see with your mind, the distractions of today lose their power. When you see with your mind, you are mindful of the actions required to get what you're trying to get out of life. Combining this focus with the intention that we touched on in the last episode, it is undisputed that you will get to where you want to be and where you need to be. Oftentimes, we get caught up in where we want to go, but with divine intervention, we always end up in the right place at the right time. In closing, do not be afraid of the work you have to do in order for you to be successful. The person you want to be is on the other side of the storm that is in front of you, or the storm that you in. And in 2024, we are no longer tucking our tails and shying away from opportunities to be great. We are stepping into our purpose boldly and confidently. We are visualizing our successes and taking the necessary steps to see them come to pass. The time is now. I've said it a couple times, and I'm going to say it again. The time is now. All of the opportunities you feel that you are passed up on has led you straight to me. I'm here to remind you that it's time to take action. It's time to be committed to the plan, and it's time to be persistent through the plan. And most importantly, it's time that we be grateful for where we've been, thankful for where we're going, and we show gratitude, in the words of BTO, by taking care of business. As always, Thank y'all for tapping in with your boy. Thank y'all for rocking with me this season. I got a lot of great content coming down the pipeline. I got a lot of motivational content coming. I'm working on some visuals for YouTube as well, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for the YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that by checking out the youtube.com/the Sauce Brady Experience, or you can check out the saucebradyexperience.com. All my campaigns that I'm working on right now, all in one space. The YouTube channel, the Spotify podcast, the Apple podcast, both books, the Sauce Factory, everything that I'm working on, you can check it out at the saucebradyexperience.com. Be sure to use that code TruePod at the at the Sauce Factory. Get 30% off your order. You already know it's your boy, man. Grab you some gas, smoke it up because you deserve it. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you. Peace.